I don't know why I did that, but we lost. So yeah, let me take that card out. I don't know what enfeeble means, so yeah, you get out for right now. We need something to push. We need something that's gonna, push the map. We was stuck back there for a minute, not being able to do nothing. Damn, he pushed some shit up. He switched to 3 right here. Ah. Take that shit right there. Damn. You knew that was gonna happen. Nah, we had it with this one. What's up? Yeah. No camera though.
Huh?
I said no camera though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to give her a popsicle so she can be still.
God. Mm. Damn, he got me. Damn, he got me. I don't know how he got me with that one. Let's see. All right, try this again. Damn, I played that shit so smooth too. This one ain't gonna go well. Yeah, we fucked up from rip. This one ain't gonna go well. gonna put another one? Mm. 16 to his 19 plus flurry put right there. 9. That's my move. $22 to 16. Damn, I got washed. He added. So we're gonna have to add all those in, yo. That's all he doing. That's all he doing. So we're gonna have to match it. We're gonna have to keep boom, 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 boom like that. Damn, that's 3 of them off for it. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Mulligan, you. And you. Yeah, 3 off weird one gonna work. That. Now he gonna swap. There you go. I'm gonna play him first. fucked up now, boy. And this is my scepter off moment. And I ain't even got him. Nah, you beat me too many times. I'm about to run you. Just because you beat me that many times, yeah, we're gonna run you all the way back. First and feeble. Know the power in them cards. What does it mean? I gotta look it up, y'all. What it means.
Talk about carnage, am I right? I'm lucky I got out of that match with my limbs intact. Today's shark is a ferocious man-eating menace. He made a serious splash with some ruthless moves. Players the world over have got to be shaken in their boots. Something tells me this beast is about to upset the QB food chain. Better start swimming. Congratulations to you, sir, for an incredible match. Though we found the canyon's resident shark, the fun never ends on this show. Stay tuned because we've got more coming your way.
No, we know he that way.
I ask you this, who among you has the planet?
All the time I've seen.
A seminar is in progress.
Blessings of the planet upon you. Disciples of her teachings gather here to share their experiences. Through these seminars, we learn from one another and together enrich our lives. Participation in the seminars requires a special invitation from a mentor. Without one, I'm afraid you cannot join. Perhaps you might instead consider taking part in the River of Lights ceremony. I suspect you'd enjoy it.
A seminar is in progress.
I think meditation. The planets.
I ask you, I went to a meditation.
I joined the.
We yearn to chase the horizon. We need only...
Oh, this is that one.
Hearken to the wisdom of the planet. It is boundless and infinite.
We spend the entirety of each year preparing...
The River of Lights is an important festival.
I'm trying to see the river I like.
The River of Lights is a sacred ritual, not some tourist attraction.
Avalanche wanted, and you're alive.
For
certainly made a name for themselves, haven't they?
For themselves, too. Don't miss out on this chance to interview with the
All
What an upstanding.
Step right up, folks. The planet is guiding you. We must live in harmony with our great mother.
We've got plumes, furs, and stuff.
Let me guess. The planet?
Okay, now.
It feels
The took. Cosmo Canyon was first lit on
some carry a fire. Man, I can see the veil closes.
There's something
Wisdom of the planet. It is boundless and infinite, and we may share in it freely.
See, there's something down there.
since time immemorial. These sacred lands.
To the practice of mindful breathing. Within you all are the planet's thoughts.
Fancy running into you here. Say, how about I get a shot of you giving thanks to the planet? The beauty of this place is unreal. Pictures can't do it justice. Wonders such as these have to be experienced in person. I want to believe I can capture this magic. I'm looking for spots with a spiritual feel, if you know any. So expansive and enthralling. Our planet is the greatest artist. The way the shadow.
Not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed in here. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Namaki.
Yeah, y'all know he's floating.
My name is Bugenhagen. I
Bugenhagen.
teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Like the voice changes is
Well,
hitting me
it
with
might
red,
seem
you know?
that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Namaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our veil and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
I wonder if they gonna have the whatchamacallit. Remember, you it was a summon.
Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
Here we seek to gather the wisdom of the planet.
I never thought you could become even.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Full depths of your beauty.
That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
Here we seek to gather the wisdom of the planet.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now.
Detecting all that Mako heat.
recognize that little scamp. I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later.
I'll show me that room now.
That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
Oh, we do have. I forgot that is one of the vehicles we can try. A lot of busted shit up in here, old man.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches.
Nothing is as beautifully complex as the cosmos.
There's gonna be some parade in here somewhere.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It look like a coat.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
I'm following you this time. You're in your slow-ass wheelchair, man. Let go.
That again, huh?
What you mean that again, yeah?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them with our own eyes. Two, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me.
Yes, I would like to learn. That bitch gonna shit. You trying to open that door, man? Yeah, because on this one, it's the original one. While he's doing his whole little sequence, it's a materia in here to grab.
I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, This is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. and yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze is to gaze into their past, what they once were.
Come on, me a little later.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
I'm gonna follow you if I know where it's at. I'm taking all y'all stuff, yeah? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. Once I can get my fast travel back to different spots, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of grind. So I can like get these items, get these purple. Can't sip. Something else too, though, right? There's another way that I didn't go. I got that. This was the initial steps, right? Yeah, that's the initial steps. See, I got all confused. I thought it was the way I didn't go, but I guess that was it.
Right this way.
Iron Man initial.
blessings of the planet upon me.
How? How? There's no way it should be. Was she here this whole time? Before?
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
If people ever... Their resolve to not take
Within you all.
Tell me.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar.
Oh, now
Follow
you
if
want me.
would.
I ain't following
Which
you,
would
man.
you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree?
I ask you this. Who among you has looked inward into the human?
Then they gonna make me walk. Y'all trying to leave them in the dust.
All the time I've spent here?
We talked all that shit earlier.
A seminar is in progress. Please be respectful.
I've always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he...
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or... anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
No seminar.
Ah, the River of Lights. Once a year, we gather the souls that have drifted to our veil and return them to the planet whence they came. I heartily encourage you to join us in this ceremony.
My bad, y'all.
There is no seminar being held here at the moment. Can I help you?
I ask you this, who among you has looked with boundless love for her children?
Maybe I've had one too many. To the blessings of the planet!
You can see it there, get a little dark. She did. She said she'll see me down there, so
The bond between us
I said she down there. Just in case she ain't down there, y'all. I see over there.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, I've learned something, all right. That these planetologists would rather study the world than live in it.
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me and Mom and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, my chest swells with so much pride, I feel like it'll burst. But when it comes to my dad, I just... Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
Sorry, my dog. Damn, now I gotta go talk to Air.
When you die, you return to the planet? That has literally got to be the
So
dumbest
everybody but
thing
Air,
I have
man.
ever
Everybody
heard.
like her.
Once you die, that's that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What? Ugh, should have known better than to get philosophical with you.
I actually thought that was
Man,
right.
I can't wait to see what they... Some say we're like grains of sand on the beach of the universe. Fatalist idiots. Spend my whole life trying to prove I'm wrong. But sitting here, looking up at the sky, you can't help feeling pretty minuscule.
There's people everywhere.
Why she get to hold the Olympic torch?
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away.
If you love me, defend me, you will
I was
find
never
me.
gonna be normal. That much was clear.
It's okay.
So my blood's been a curse, but it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life, friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain feels worth it.
What if she just slapped her after she said, I'm one of them ancients? Wow.
Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.
Lord of the Light. Like Game of Thrones. God damn.
It is time!
Whoa!
We got Mako? Fireflies?
Pretty sappy, huh?
And the game just trying to make you go with her. No, I don't want to go
Meant
with her.
every word, though.
I ain't want to go with her in the original 3-disc Final Fantasy, you know? It's always been about Tifa. But yeah, we're gonna stop it right there for this episode. Yo, y'all tune in for another episode. Get with your boy Loaded Locks in the building as usual. I love y'all.